Begin the drive with Hunt. Gets through and now an opening. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The first carry now, this is Johnson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The chains.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Touchdown, certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. completes it to Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Mariota to throw it this time. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He's open, man.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he works 3. Look at those stick skills. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
PlayStation View free? No, you gotta pay for that shit. I got a game to play.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. It's going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Pushes him off.
Golly!
Good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go. And he's able to turn it into a short gain.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Henry's got it down the left side. Pushing his way through. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. It'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down, Mariota. They'll find a man over the middle. It's got it in. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon.
Oh, come on, man.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you,
That's a bad possession all the way around.
Hungry to get back out there. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung
Come on,
down
come
like a
on.
rag doll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So minimal start will back them up 5. Not a great start to this drive. You have a sack, now a false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right.
Bro, what is going on? I didn't roll out and play my playmaker. What the hell is he talking about? My running back was on the wheel, and I threw it deep to him. What the fuck? And my lineman just sitting in the middle of the field.
Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Oh.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he can get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Going deep here for Stills. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rivers now on 2nd down. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down. Back to the booth right after this. Rivers on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. He had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Rivers going to give the Gordon on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Rivers.
Oh, no.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Good play here, Marvin Jones. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24
I'm not making no new account, man. I'm not doing all that shit, man. No fucking way. I'm not doing that. You get Jordan to do it. It won't hype, man.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Mariota. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
I see, how come you keep signing yourself out, man? I don't understand how you're doing that, bro. Yeah, what's the problem then?
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your policies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Rivers now. Going deep for Benjamin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
That's exactly what they pointed out. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. Situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, they'll run with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Pick it up where? Why?
Rivers now from the 50. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack. It looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Yeah,
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
I don't know what you did to that game, man, but I can't. No, you're the only one that do that. Nobody else does that.
I guess it's time now to lean on.
You ain't got to be trying to do nothing, man.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt.
The only thing you got to do is play the game, man.
Back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
My Caesar.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
What might do?
Stepping up, he's going to keep him. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities.
I said I'm not taking nothing nowhere. Nothing wrong with that game. You just did something to it. You down there fucking around with it. But you had to, man, because you the only one make your game do that. Log out and all that stuff. I don't know what to do. Jordan! Can you see what's the matter with this boy game?
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's home 5 at the top, man. No. How come you the only one keep having a problem with logging out and all that shit?
From the gun, Mariota.
Man, this guy, you see that shit? Nah, man, that shit just floated over there. He was wide open.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Trying to power ahead with one. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of dribbling, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle.
They say you online now? What up, Mikey boy? He online now?
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. On the run, this is Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the
It just said Raven is online.
They run again with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Bent or something down there is like, need to be
Huh?
back up.
It's what?
Bent need to be tightened back up.
Well, I'm close to vent.
Like, I don't know what you've been doing out there. I don't know if this is,
Huh?
Interception.
I don't know if this is stepping on like the bent down there.
Why? What happened to the vent? Nobody should even fucking with the vent.
I didn't mess with it. I'm telling you what I see out.
That's what that fucking noise probably was earlier.
In a passing situation.
Could have been. Think about it.
What are you fucking with the vent for? Huh?
Back in there.
Man, he can't go back down there. Fuck that guy. So he always fucking with shit. Y'all niggas tear up every goddamn thing. Ain't no reason for nobody to be fucking with the vent at all.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
What did you do to the vent today? Yes, you did, because that's what that noise was when he went down there. Why did you fucking with the vent?
I'm not.
How did the vent get like that?
I don't know.
I said, go upstairs. No more gameplay. Get the fuck out of here. Your lying ass. You know exactly what happened to him.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
No reason for that vent to be fucked with at all. The dogs ain't did it. I mean, you did it. That's what that noise was earlier.
I
thought you dropped that shit.
He's such a good route runner. shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
You see that shit? He punched it out of his hand and then it kind of like came back to him.
Because he can trust you being
It's only
in the right
mad.
spot.
No big deal.
And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Rivers here to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
You see how they not catching the ball? I thought you niggas be doing that stupid shit from the beginning of the game with that West Coast and that multiple D bullshit. They be doing that bullshit, man. The niggas ain't caught the ball to win their hand 5 or 6 times, and neither one of them caught. Out of lineman just sitting in the middle of the field doing nothing. They don't be on that stupid shit. I hope Madden 20 don't let these motherfuckers do that bullshit. I just can't play without that stupid shit. Just go see what the fuck he did to that bench.
On second down, Rivers again. Got tips, got to throw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
My man back was stupid all game. He ain't had running wide receivers lining up at guard and shit. And if you tell Cheese, he won't say shit. He just look at
This
it.
is right down the middle as he puts it through.
He just swear ain't nothing wrong with that bullshit.
Down to 24.
He'll tell you, oh, it's just a glitch. Madden does that sometimes. Get the fuck out of here with that.
In this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
What up, Mikey boy?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
Maybe so.
We were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach
You gonna lock KD down. You can very consider a long time.
Huh?
You under very consider a long time.
we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
I mean, they look like.
They like you to fuck with. That's what the guy was.
I can tell you what it looked like to me. It looked like he was sitting on that stool and just, I don't know,
He
probably.
pulled the motherfucking vent thing down?
It's not down. It's like the
like
two brackets are just.
That mean he had to be fucking hanging on it. Ain't no way the fuck that thing gonna come down unless he was up there hanging on it. Jordan, I was talking to Jordan, he said, damn, what was that? And he went down there, he said he heard a big boom. He was talking about it was a controller. How the fuck a controller sound like that? You gonna pull the goddamn vents off the fucking wall, off the floors? He is banned. No more fucking video game. I'm going down there. I'm taking a sledgehammer to that bitch. What I got this game? Got time for this shit. They go down there fucking up shit. Goddamn, who the fuck gonna pay for that? All y'all do is tear up shit. I'm seeing it tell me they want to fuck you down there hanging on the motherfucker. There's no reason for the thing to be hanging. So fucking keep it.
Special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column,
That's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. They'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Fuck that game. Fuck that game. I'll pay you to leave. God damn it. That way I have peace of motherfucking mind around here. Shit. Every time I look up, something the fuck wrong. Every time I come home, there's something wrong around here. Every time. This nigga kicking holes in the wall. Like he bolts something. Down there hanging on the motherfucking bench. And then go have no bitch and not say what he did. So punk ass. Fuck on, nigga. Take your bitch ass down to some fucking closet. That's the only thing he was doing. He was down there hanging on. You have to even nail it for 50 years. They can just go on. Oh, you couldn't fuck with me. I'll take a motherfucking bat and tear that motherfucking TV up next. Keep playing with me. Take that TV up, go buy another. I don't give a fuck. For your motherfucking $400, take that bullshit. Don't give a fuck about $400. Nigga, get the fuck on with that bullshit. You don't need no goddamn video game. That's why y'all fucked up now. On those ass for a fucking video game. The last nigga on this planet need to be playing any motherfucking thing. That's why he fucked up now. He don't know shit. playing a motherfucking video game. Fuck that game. You don't need no goddamn video game.